Here's some of it. We got some buildups in there.
I also own a farm.
Here we go.
You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. We are getting rolling this morning. Should have a good day, probably a half day. Get home, do some of our own stuff, and wrap up this job. And then, like I've said, Sunday we'll be feeding the drag line again and staying pretty busy with it. So, cash in the pocket's a lot better than well, it puts us in a better spot for this year. So we got to keep the trucks rolling. Well, this truck should probably get the other one rolling at some point. But it is just about 6:30 and we're gonna have a good day. Appreciate you guys watching along.
Friggin' farmers holding up traffic. We got Mel in front of us.
I believe that tank is it a 9500, Mel?
I guess maybe when he turns, we're turning too, but
I take it that they got all their further ground done. They had Matthew's trucking in there loading into this tank, and now he's working around the farm. And they actually own the land across from King's, so it's amazing up here. Like, welcome stock is over there. I can see him once the tank turns. What size is that? 9500. So welcome stock's over there working in manure ground. Mel's over here from Clear Echo, spreading on this ground here, and we're moving Kings. And Barber Bros is actually out working ground too, so a lot of ag going on. Everybody's late this year because it's been rainy and cold. So far, we should be on time as far as us planting in our season. And it's not like it's late, it's just everybody was ready to go 1st of April, and then the weather decided to say nope. Yeah, I believe Mike's out there ripping in manure ground there, and well, we're all just cruising. So he's spreading this ground here. Round of I got music playing in my ear. There we go. Last round of trucks, and they're gonna finish up this field, blow out, get folded up, and move to the next farm, which is actually Gavin, who is running the applicator. It's his family's operation. So they're gonna direct drag today and tomorrow, and then Sunday we are gonna frac tank drag line with the trucks, and then Monday we go to another farm, and so on and so on. But we got to do some moving around, and I got a little bit of sand still in my tank. We've been pumping just liquid for the last 2 days. 2 days, 3 days? It all blends together. Yeah, 3 days. So I was hoping most of the sand would come out, but it is caked so hard on the bottom from sand and then the heavier manure that went on top of it. So I texted Neil and I said, hey, your fire truck got any water? So I'm gonna pull back over there and flush this out, and then get fuel and head to the next farm, and then we're gonna shuffle things around. So it's like a 40-minute trip, 40-ish, 30-minute trip north. So yeah, little shuffle. Got King's truck coming in behind me in the mirror. I don't know if you guys can see nothing, but Yanko is sleeping. He got out, ran around. Sorry, bud. Okay, we got Mike. He's gonna give me a hand. I got my valve shut, so we should just have a little bit of liquid come out. And then I'll open the pump right up. Trying not to get covered. Okay, I gotta be quick with this. I got Mikey's help, but we got the fire truck going, and I'm gonna hose out some. Oh, broke those. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. I got my whole light. Here's some of it. We got some buildups in there, so might as well get it all cleaned out. It's like brand new now. Woo! Got a little smoky for you guys, but we got it. I'm a little filthy. You guys are very filthy. Fire truck saves the day yet again. So, alrighty, we gotta get going. We're moving trucks. I broke my sunglasses. Yeah, to the next farm, and then we are done hauling for a day and a half. So Sunday we'll be back after it, but huge shout out Neil and Mikey. Without them, without that fire truck, we would be in a bad place. Be a lot of shoveling. So that was thicker manure that got trapped by some sand. So I'm rambling, but I gotta go fuel up. No, we're jumping in this. We're jumping in that, and we're making moves. So this is Gavin's, who runs the applicator. He hasn't actually been on the videos at all. This is his family's operation here, and they have 700,000 to pull out of this pit and direct drag up that way. And then we gotta feed the rest with trucks. Oh, there's Stewart's farm. I didn't realize that. I don't actually know the name of the farm at all. Never been here before. Never even driven past here before. Absolute waste of farmland. And it's all for sale now. So I think it's 1,100 acres. 300 is solar, and it even goes up more towards me. We're stopping to see Isaiah and the Superliner. He's got some questions, but look at how ugly that is. And I think it's for sale for 17 million, maybe it's 19. 300 solar. It's not all tillable. Well, clearly because it's solar. It's just, it's sad, to be honest. Once it goes into solar, it's not like it's in a few years it's gonna be able to go back to crop ground ever. So, well, it's out of the shop. Big things happening. I know, Yanko, you're pumped. It's going to get painted. I'll pull in here, and a fresh chopper showed up. So how it works with Aaron is he gets new chopper, well, slightly used chopper every year. That somebody uses before him for, I think it's 300 hours, it might be 400 hours, then he gets it, then it flips, so he's been doing that. So that showed up today. Yeah, guess what number it is. Things are definitely greening up. So previously I went down, and I didn't film any of it, and I pushed all the dirt that came in, and it actually made a really nice expansion. I'm gonna get out and check my mail, but I'll show you guys. We got tire tracks in the driveway, which I'll show you when we get up top. Helped Isaiah on some stuff there. They're doing some work. John actually pushed some of this over here, which looks really good. But yeah, Robert and the boys brought me some fill the other day, and we've widened it out probably 50% wider, so which is really good. There's a culvert right here that I don't want to block in, so we might have to expand that out some, and then we got to expand that culvert at some point. But my fear is driving over the edge someday. So let me run up and see what we got in the yard. Norman is down there laying down by the flowers. Oh, they're looking good. You guys haven't really made any dent on any of this. You did really good over there, but what a peaceful day. Okay, we got the rest of the corn seed. So Bob swung through today and actually unloaded himself, and away he went. He was supposed to be here 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I think so. And well, Bob, I'm glad you're still with us. His truck steering linkage in the truck dropped out. It's a newer Kenworth. Dropped out, and he went for a ride. So we got our seed. So 85 day, 92 day, and what do we got on this one? Did you label it, Bob? I think you did. It's probably in the front. 93 day? I think that's what we got. So this should be all our seed for the year, unless something else happens. And we already have the Seedway seed in here, so I'm gonna move. We'll open this door up and get everything in here. We got it all stacked up. So 3 varieties of both Channel and Seedway, all sorted out, ready to rock and roll. Yeah, there's a few more bags than last year, so I'm hoping that we can have a few more. So as somebody told me, you don't pick up ground when corn prices are good, you pick up ground when they're not. So kind of the thought process behind there. Hoping not to take a loss. You just gotta be smart with it. So, well, corn planter, if you guys remember, it needs some work. So we got to get on that, but there is something that we need to get to make that all happen. Yeah, and I know there's people planting corn and stuff like that in the rest of the part of the world. There's some people that have planted sweet corn, but we have lows in the 20s and it's not there yet. So I know other places are planting corn and people are going to be all aggressive, and keep in mind these videos are about 7 days behind. Yeah, we're a ways away as far as being perfect. So but everything is, I think, 93 day or less, so relative maturity. I think that's what it was. I forget what the Seedway, what the top one is. Maybe it was 94. So the one that did really good in the plot, we got that back, which is our 96, which is a 96 day, I believe, right? 96 day. This stuff did really good. I think we got one of the same back from, is this 93 day? I think we planted this last year. Which one do we have a bunch of? No, we planted this, the 85 day. That did good. And I did bring up about the deer eating. I'm going to leave this door open because it's warmer outside, and we'll close it after. Deer eating a certain variety, aggressive, and some people have said that, well, they're just going to eat the other variety. Well, if they hammer out one variety completely, yeah, it draws them in. So I don't know the genetics behind that or the reasoning behind that, but it happened. Alrighty, so what we got to do, because we need to get something for that planting. And we're not hauling tomorrow, and I know we're gonna haul a bunch more, so we can work on the planter when we get back from hauling if we're caught up on editing and everything else. But we need the right stuff to get there. And this tire is supposed to go to King's because they hooked me up with the tire last year, and I saw Darren yesterday and I said, what size shirt are you? And I have a tire, and I took it out and I will be bringing it back. But we have a mess of a pickup in the bed. I'm gonna back up, we're gonna clean things out, and we should probably go find my gooseneck. I'm not sure if we're gonna take my gooseneck or what we're gonna do. So Isaiah said he's gonna come with us. He hasn't been feeling well, so I'm glad he's still alive, which is good. So we'll go ahead, clean this out, get what we need, and probably go get my gooseneck because there is something on it, and it's been sitting at Dan France's place for quite a while. Yeah, we have oils, all sorts of stuff. First off, there's the Kenworth. It is hanging out. Not really sure what's going on at the machine shop, but they're waiting on it to come back. So I'm not sure. They're not sure. They were going to call the machine shop today. I haven't heard anything. But here's my trailer, and it's been used by, well, Dylan Smith borrowed it for a little bit, and then Ethan and Isaiah took it to Ohio to get a truck, and they got 3 of these wagons. So I got a wagon for what I'm going to use it for, no idea. It needs a wheel bearing and the tire put back on that side, but it was payment for, yeah. I don't think this strap's doing very much, guys. They might have unstrapped it and then restrapped them. I don't know how they had them loaded, but we're gonna go take it off. Probably just go pick it up with the forks and or chain it and pick it up. Okay, let's go, bud. We're gonna bring it home. We'll probably leave first thing in the morning, like 3 a.m. because we're kind of on that schedule. Let me get it home, and I checked over the truck. We're good there. Gotta get this offloaded and probably call it a day. Made it home. I'm actually gonna rotate tires because, yeah, the backs are getting wore pretty aggressively. So let me get this off, pull the truck in, and yeah, I don't really know. It's got a little crooked to it. It is what it is. I think the gravity wagon's leaving. I think they're heavy duty. They're decent enough. I'm just gonna come in and pick it up and see what it does. Yeah, I could take the ramps down and pull everything, and license plate light's hanging off, which that's been that way. The license plates on the PJs on those, they hang way down, and I've ripped the license plate off. So that is a bad design. I think they probably... Very surprised at that balance, but as we see, yeah, it needs a wheel bearing. Pretty bad. Well, probably needs a hub. So we'll go set it out back out of the way. We do got to put the front fender flares in at some point now that we're in a better spot. I think we fixed the oil leak that this had. It's still got a coolant drip somewhere. Can't figure out where it is. Someday we're going to find out. We got to wash everything and find out. But alrighty, trailer is ready to rock and roll. Truck's ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we have a good trip tomorrow. Quick 4 hours down, and then yeah, we'll see what Seth's doing. And we've been there before. He gave us a tour of some of it, but that was quite a while ago. 4 years ago. So at some point we gotta cut these boards off, and this one came up since the beginning, and then that one, those two started about a year ago. It gets worked. This trailer definitely gets worked. The calves are happy on pasture. But alrighty, are you ready for dinner? Well, you had that answer, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys watching, and been a good day. Have a good one.